Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be doing a live solve of the Times Quick Cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Wednesday the 4th of September 2024. It's been set by Breadman. Now Breadman is the master or mistress of pangrams. So pangrams are, or near pangrams should I say, which is where you use all the letters of the alphabet in the grid. Now I'm looking at this grid going, okay, there's some letters there that start off with these words. And if you're going to do a pangram, and some down there again, that aren't checked, so by a checked letter is one which crosses both in both directions, that way and that way, so that's a checked square. Unchecked is these ones. So these are all unchecked, and these are all unchecked. So these are good locations to put your Q's and Z's and X's if you can do a pangram. Sometimes setters have been known to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, through around them, and so anyway, I'm going to be looking to see if there's a pangram in here to knock off some letters. I'm actually going to sit and write down the alphabet now. I don't know why, and I'm going to cross it off as I go. I don't know if that's going to help me or slow me. But you know, let's see. Nopqrst. In fact, that might not be a good idea because I don't think I can be bothered to do it on every letter. But we'll see. At least I can sit and look at them. Okay. Enough waffle. I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Creeper following Oscar sheep-like. Ovine. Am I going to cross off? Yes, I am. O-V-I-N-E. Fellow mariners initially hand over fellow mariners. I want that to be compass because pass. I don't know why that'd be compass though. Clever clogs, not a boring thing we hear. Clever clogs, not a boring thing we hear. So that's going to sound like, I guess. Boring things are drill. E-fit, organised. To catch, hard. So anagram of E-fit with an H in it, which is going to be fifth. Five. Can't be criminal. Okay, well. Unknown Parisian is ready to play Beatles song. Unknown is normally XYZ. Beatles song. To play Beatles song. Doesn't seem like there's an anagram there. Black ducks showed disapproval. Oh, got rid of the O again. And the B. Good. Peripherally uncover new vase. Sounds like peripherally uncover sounds like it might be a hidden word. Vase is urn. I don't know if urn is there. I'm not sure. Peripherally you are, and then new. I suppose. Yeah, URN. Okay. URN. So I'm just doing my letter crossing off. Brown cut of meat that's on breakfast table. I kind of feel like that wants to be bacon. Cut of meat, steak. That's on breakfast table. Brown. Okay, university business graduate on variable program of exercises. University is normally U. Business is co. Graduate BA Ucoma. I don't think that's a variable on variable. So variable could be X, N, C. Graduate. University business graduate is an MBA, isn't it? On variable program exercises. Program exercises PE. I don't know. French country residents with gas and water there. Oh, that's is that chateau? Chat is to gas, yes, and O is French in water. Partly here a cheeky complaint. I think that's ache, isn't it? Oh, no, it isn't. Earache, sorry. Earache, and I've stopped crossing off letters. Let's do that. C H E A. R's gone, and chateau was a T. C H A T E A you. I think I've got rid of all those ones. Okay. The Italian in California rejected shade. So, yeah, what's the Italian? No, actually, it's Cal, isn't it? It's not CA. Always abbreviate it. Ca. Rejected shade. Oh gosh, so it's backwards. It's lilac, isn't it? Lilac. So il, yeah. California, C-A-L. Get rid of the L. There's no one crossed off. Lilac. Okay. That's not too bad, is it? Coniferous tree with rascal on stump. Coniferous tree with rascal rogue something. God, on stump. I feel stumped by that. Breed of cattle, large one, prowling. Large one, prowling. I've got an I there, so it can't be an anagram. Large would be an L. Breed of cattle, prowling. Okay, so the N there says it's going to be a word that's an ing word, but large one. Breed of cattle. Prowling. Don't know. Great match, switching over at half time. So, tie. Great match. Switching over. It's R-E-V-O. No. Oh yes, it's something like that, isn't it? Oh, is it? Climbed peak in Scotland. That's a Ben, I think. Then roughly showed the way. So I think Ben is a peak in Scotland. Then roughly showed the way. Ooh, climbed peak. I've got no idea really. Gemstone in the morning. They mislaid on the street. So we've got an ST, I think. Is it amethyst? Amethyst. They. AM, yeah, amethyst. Oh gosh, so I've got some letters across on there. Got rid of the M. AME. THY. Got rid of the Y. ST. Okay. Oh, got an S as well. Got an S at last. If I didn't see one already. Appreciated Greek characters vehicle. Gosh. Appreciated Greek characters. That's probably 2 letters. Vehicle 4 letters. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta. Eta, theta. Alpha, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu. Nu. Just put those in. Do either of those help me get to what else we got? XI, pi. Appreciated. XI, pi, phi, chi, psi, phi, chi, psi, psi, rho, tor, sigma. Little pi and mu, nu, xi, and pi are the possibilities there. I don't know. Horse somewhere in East Anglia with striking power. Wow. Horse. Somewhere in East Anglia, so that's going to be Norfolk. I think Norfolk something. Striking power, Norfolk. What's that going to be? Striking power is punch, I suppose. Punch. So I've got lots of letters to get rid of there. So I got rid of the N for Norfolk. Got rid of an O already. R F L K P for punch. N C H. Okay, I'm down to D G J Q W X Z. Haven't got a Q yet. Access transport. Access and transport. Double def. No idea. Boldly support religious school on Londonderry's outskirts. So those are Londonderries. I've got the Z already. Oh, Y, sorry. Boldly support is religious school is seminary. I don't think that's going to fit there. Boldly support. Back. Religious school. ER. Boldly support. I'm not sure. Cunning old monarch. A Sagittarius. What? Archer. I've got no idea why. Cunning old monarch. Is that an anagram? No, Sagittarius is definitely the archer in the zodiac. So, um, spot Mike on rescue boats. That's Mark, isn't it? Mark. Mike being a NATO phonetic alphabet on the Ark. Clever student in Lincoln, so that's Able. A-B-L-E. Okay. Well, it's not too bad. This side is though. What have we got? K-R-A-Y-E-H. Let's go over here because we'll have a look at this one. Fellow Marines. Okay, compass is out, I think, as long as that is Norfolk Punch. Fellow Marines initially hand over navigational advice. Hand over. So fellow Marines are. Oh, anagram of handover. What's this one? EFIT. Oh, okay. EFIT organised to catch. Sorry, I'm kind of looking at that going. I've got an R there. Maybe it's a Suffolk punch. Would that be any better? Yeah, that would be better. Suffolk punch. Okay, Suffolk would be okay. Makes it a thief. Oh golly, how can I? Some of those just cannot do them. Ah, okay. So that's probably pi, isn't it? Appreciated Greek characters, vehicle. Tar. I don't know. Is that pi? Not sure. I think it is, but not. This one down here. Brown cut of meat. That's on breakfast table. So it's going to be some kind of like a table mat or something, isn't it? Brown cut of meat is a steak. No, it can't be steak. Back. Something back. Oh. This one. University graduate. Sorry, university business graduates on variable. Program exercises. I feel like that's university MBA. Oh yeah, on means put it. Zumba! This is Z for Zumba. We'll put that Z. We'll tick that Z off if there is a thingy. That looks like it must be a Q, mustn't it? Puzzle, monkey puzzle. That is P-U-Z coniferous tree. That's, wow, monkey puzzle. I've still got a QWX to get rid of, I think. I've probably ticked them off and missed one because I haven't been too. I've got more into solving now, trying to think my way through the solve, and having to change Suffolk as well over here has made me wonder. What's this? Oh, that must be yesterday. Oh, yesterday. There we are. Yesterday. 2 Y's. He's ready to play. Ah, ready. Anagram ready. S Parisian. Okay. Clever clogs. Not a boring thing we hear. Clever clogs is quick. Quick something? No. This one, breed of cattle, large one, prowling. Phew. This one down here, access transport. Access is E. Transport. Okay, so elation or something like. I mean, transport can mean elation. I mean, it's not too bad. There's 3 left there. There's a few up here. What's this? Climbed peak in Scotland. So climbed suggests it's going to be an ED word. Then roughly showed the way. Peak in Scotland's a Ben, I'd have thought. Ben. Can't be bended. Is it? Okay, climbed peak. Maybe Neb. That doesn't really. Excuse me. That doesn't really help though, does it? Fellow mariners. Oh, there's compass now. That can be compass, I think. I'm not quite sure. Handover is to pass. Mariners M and fellow is. I don't know why fellow is go, if I'm honest. I think appreciate is tar, but I don't know for certain. TA. Oh, taxi. Xi. Did I say Omicron, Pi, Phi, Psi? Yeah, taxi. Duh. I got rid of an X anyway from the the list of possible letters. I haven't got rid of the Q. I don't think this is going to be a thingy. So what's this? Climbed peak in Scotland, then roughly showed the way. Showed the way is to point, is to guide it, guiding. Clever Clog's not a boring thing, we hear. Cannot think. Great match, switching over at half time. And that feels like it just needs to turn around the word over. Sorry, at halfway, so that becomes ER-OV. That doesn't work. This one, breed of cattle. My breed of cattle is not good, so I'm in a bit of trouble there. Large one. I can't even see what to do with large one though as well. And sometimes this is really obvious. These breeds of cattle type things, you go, oh right, Jersey cow, yeah. That's the only one I can think of. Jersey. I'm a bit stuck now because I can't think clever clogs. Can't think of a word for clever clogs that begins with K. Let's just check this monkey puzzle. Coniferous tree with run. Yeah. Yep. Monkey puzzle. Rascal on stump. Fair enough. Access double def. Not a fan of double defs. If you can't think of them, you're stuffed. Especially if you haven't got another letter. Yeah, it could be elegance fits in there, but I don't think so. So this is toast. Brown is to toast, isn't it? Toast rack. There we are. Rack. Ooh. Okay. Toast rack. Breakfast table. That one. Whoa, boldly support. Boldly support. What did I say? Back. I'm just going to write that out horizontally for my own benefit. B-A-E. Something L-Y. Bravely. Boldly support. Brave. Religious school. On Londonderry's outset. So there's L-Y. Sorry. Boldly support is to. Okay, and this one, E something T something A. Entrance. Okay, fair enough. Very simple. Simple once, especially when you see it. This one, climbed peak in Scotland. Then roughly showed the way. Well, I've got no idea what we're trying to do here. Climbed peak in Scotland. Something C. Peak in Scotland. Then roughly. So climbed peak makes me think. Climbed peak in Scotland makes me think we need to put a word backwards at the top. Then roughly, something like roughshod. Then roughly showed the way is to. Can't think. Great match. Don't know what that is. Switching over halfway. I mean, is that a great match like a wedding? But if it is, I've only got 3 letters. Breed of cattle. Large one, prowling. Okay, so I know it wants an N. So maybe it's an LI. Large one. Prowling is this. I mean, I've got no. My cattle knowledge is rubbish, if I'm honest with you, unsurprisingly. I mean, if you're not a farmer, why would you know them? Lincolnshire, This one, this is probably my best chance into getting any of these 3, or 4. Clever clogs. But again, I'm getting nowhere today. Clever clogs. King Kong. King. Oh. Hmm. I'm sorry, I've got nothing to say. I mean, I'm just kind of sitting here trying to get my brain to think of some words, really, and I've just got absolutely no inspiration here at all. Large one, prowling. So prowling is, I mean, what's prowling? Stalking, scurrying. I mean, those are not really words I'd put in there. This one, four-letter word with K. Kingpin. Kingpin. Not a boring thing. Kingpin. Did that fit? And if so, why? Um, I mean, to be fair, all the other clues, I mean, they haven't been easy, but in general they fit together. Compass, I don't quite understand. Fallow. Oh, fallow is company, isn't it? Co. Yep. Of course, so that's a bit stretching their marines initially, and then handovers pass. I mean, everything mostly has been pretty easy to kind of decode once you get it. So there's no reason to think that this should be too wild. Clever clogs. I mean, I'm not a fan of sound likes. Not a boring thing. I mean, I'm assuming boring thing means like a drill, but I can't think what that would be even. I'll just start with some words that I've got no inspiration to get into. Boldly support religious school on Londonderry's outskirts. I've got the LY. Um, I don't know what a religious school is. Well, if it's not a seminary. Um, support is to back, but that doesn't fit there. Boldly. Bravely is a great word apart from it doesn't fit. Boldly is brazenly. Brazenly, I think. I don't know if that's true. Bra is support, and then Zen is religious school. Okay, I do know what religious school is then. Brazenly, there we go. What is this? Climbed peak in Scotland, then roughly showed the way. And that looks like it's going to be climbed. Peak in Scotland. Poor. I say it's going to be climbed because it's got a D-E there. Well, I say I've got an E. I'm assuming that's an ED word. Climbed. Peak in Scotland. But what I'm trying to fit, peak in Scotland to me would be a Ben, but that isn't there, like Ben Nevis. We know yesterday's correct. We know compass is correct. Oh, this is a pain because I can't think of what can go in there. K, A, K, E, K, I, and K, O, and K, U. Clever clogs. King feels like the word that wants to go in there. Kong, Call, Co. Cool kid. Cool kids. Boring thing. Called. Yeah, climbed peak in Scotland. Then roughly showed the way. Ascend. No, it can't be ascend because the C isn't in the right place. And I mean, so that could be an ND, couldn't it, actually? It could be an ND there, I suppose. the way would be, is that nod? If you nod at something, you kind of just roughly go over there. I mean, if that was kingpin, like I think it is, which I thought it was, but I can't see it being that. Great match. Switching over at halfway. Great is peak. Peak, like that. Is that what we're doing? We're taking a match, and so making it, so we're going from PE, AKPE to PE, AK. I think that's what we're doing there. So a word for great, match, what can I think of? A light, a tie, fixture, match is a pair. So we need to great. What's the word for great? I think this one is a word for great. It goes in here. Which peak felt like a good word for that, but it isn't peak. Sorry to sigh again, but oh. I can't put Lincolnshire, which isn't going to be. I mean, breed of cattle. There are things like, a lot of them are just named after places. Prowling, Lich. Well, I just cannot think of a word that will even begin to keep. Clever. Could we be splitting clever clogs here in some way? So clever clogs. I'm sure with that we here making it into a sound like it's just a sound like of a word that's well, is it not a boring thing? So maybe it's an exciting thing. Clever clogs. But I'm wondering if I should be splitting clever clogs, and therefore clogs is something like plugs. Which is very convoluted, but potential. Kiss, king, core, co, ku, Kurt, what about KR? There's not many. My brain isn't. I cannot think of any words really that want to go in there. Can't be ZX, CV, BNM. Can't be a lower keyboard area. Oh, it could be an A, KN actually. Clever. Knee. Could be a KN. It's not going to be K. Well, it could be K. Well, it's not really. KR. Oh, there are 3 words in a row that I cannot even begin to get a hold of. Clyde Peak in Scotland. Well, peak is an ace, isn't it? As, which I want to go ascend, but it can't be ascend. Then roughly synod. I don't think so. Roughly show the way. I mean, you wouldn't show the way with a nod. You just, if you were going to clue that as a nod, you just say then roughly agreed. Nod. So it can't be nod. Roughly show the way. Screed. I could have an A, C. No. Could be an E, C. To be honest, this is harder than yesterday's main cryptic that I attempted and got through in about 50 minutes with seemingly fewer issues in this screed. I'm not sure I can get this without knowing what a peak in Scotland is, really. Because I've got no... what peak in Scotland with 3 letters is. Unless it's ace. Ace is the only word I can think of, and then climbed. Can't think what that would be. Roughly showed away. Well, as I say, something like nod, but can't think what that would be. This one here, clever clogs, not a boring thing. We hear. Can't think of it without anything help. This one, great match. I kind of feel like this is a word for great, which with just an E in 4 letters is tough. A match. I mean, match can be something you light cigarettes with. It can be a couple that go well, or it could be or it could just be a couple of 2 pieces of fabric that match, or it could be a football kind of fixture, tie, a test. None of which, I can. There's so many possibilities there, but also I just can't. I can't think of one. I feel like that's something like limison, but limousin. That's probably an in, isn't it? If it's an ing word, that I can add in. So I've got something, S-I-N, S-I-N-G really, to be the equivalent of prowling, stalking, and I'm needed to go after that. So it's not going to be like a W, can't be an E. Well, it could be an E, I suppose. Z, X, C, casing, chasing, litchicing. If that was an H, what am I doing there? Clever clogs. So chasing, prowling, could be, but I don't think it's going to happen there. Closing. Is that a killjoy? Not a boring thing. Killjoy. Clever clogs. If that was killjoy, I don't really understand why. Because killjoy is absolutely a boring thing. Killjoy, that's not really going to be a J, is it? Let's be honest. But kill. Let's think of it that way then. That's a good way to go to things, isn't it? We could maybe get an answer here. K, cool kid. Yeah. Kite. Clever. K. King and kill are the only 2 words I've come up with so far, but at least, and that could be the way to do it, I suppose, is to alphabetical every possible word that goes in. Cage, I mean there's only so many letters that go there, aren't there? F, kiff, kid, clever. Z, kick. King still feels the best match there, really. Kim. So I've just done every letter there, haven't I? So we've got Cam. Let's go through Care. I have to alphabet draw it now. Car. I'll probably miss it as well. Kate. Not a boring thing. Kate. K. I'm feeling fairly certain monkey puzzles could work there. It's definitely a type of tree. Cass. Cax. Cam. Okay, let's put the this version here. Know it. Know all. Know all. Ah, is that it? Know all? I mean, if that's the word, I don't like that word, because it's a know-it-all normally. But that kind of looks like the answer we're looking for here. And lead would be roughly shaped away. And that would be scaled for some reason. In Scotland, peak in Scotland. Scar, full pike, scar. Know all. What is that? No, not a boring thing. Know all. Oh yeah, an all is a boring thing. Not a is no. Okay, well, it's getting better. Great match. Swapping over at half time. So yeah, that's, whoa, what's that going to be? Great. Mega game. There you go, that was simple, wasn't it? So it just leaves my bit of cattle to figure out. Okay, at least I found my sense of humour again. Word for prowling that's got something. What have we got? I kind of want to put moosing, but I don't think it is. I'm sure it's limousing, mousing, rousing. I'm going to have to take out a letter because I'm going to put in something stupid otherwise. So I kind of feel like limousine, mousing. Prowling isn't mousing though, is it? It's something like that though, isn't it? It's whoa. I mean, know all. I'm sorry, that's, well, I suppose I've always got to know it all, so I'm just come on, focus on just getting this one here. Limo. Okay, let's think of this side first. No, no. Limos. I'm struggling to look at the screen and what I'm typing and get through it. God, what we got? So where am I going first? I don't like that N being missing. It's just putting me off a bit too much. Let's take that out. Right. I think that's what I was struggling with. And I'm looking for a word for prowling. Prowling is snooping. It's not snooping though. Posing, pausing. Let's go with peace. Lippo. Well, let's just go through if there's an obvious. Rousing, lira. Because I might now actually go, oh, that's the type of colour, I knew that all the time. Which quite often seems to happen actually. These lil, lick, lidge, lig, goosing, ghosting, lifo, lido, dousing, deucing, lido, lisso, liar, no, it's not that, lizzo, lixo, lico, livo, libo, lino, and limo. I'm sure it's like limousine, but I can't think what prowling and mousing would be. Prowling, mousing, rousing. So, okay, so I'm convinced I don't know what that is on that side, so I'm just going to have to alphabetical now, aren't I, really? How am I going to do this? Wowsing, not really woasing, warsing, watsing, voicing, wopsing, walsing, walsing, walking, waxing, watching. I've probably picked the most unalphabetable word here with W to start with. Walk. Wanting, womsing. Okay, so I'm fairly certain it isn't W. I'm not going to do E because LIE doesn't seem right. So, Liro doesn't seem very good either. Lito. Let's try R. So I'm going to put E and R. I'm going to leave those for now. Lito. Sorry if I sigh again, but prowling, lito. What? Tousing, toasing, tossing, tossing, twisting. tossing, tossing, prowling. Could be. Don't feel very comfortable with it. Tossing. T doesn't seem very likely. Lie doesn't seem very likely. U-O-P. So what about lip or... Okay, lip. Yeah, P seems okay. Let's go up from the bottom this time. P. Pos. Pox. Pock. Passing. Poaching. Posing. Possing. Podsing. Poffing. Jing. I mean, if it isn't clear, I think it is. I'm just looking for a word that begins with P that's got a G on the end that means prowling, and then you would take off the G to get to prowlin. Housing. What about that? Poosing. Right, I've done the whole of P. I'm just going to go back to this one because ousing just feels like the right. Cousing, cousing, vousing, bousing. I mean, most of mousing isn't really prowling, is it? Mousing. Although that's what I feel I want most in there, but that'd be a pretty rubbish clue in my book. Prowling. Sousing, dousing, fousing, gousing, housing, lehoosing, doesn't really seem like a... Oh, it could be a breed of cow, couldn't it? But cousing, lousing, lilusing. Oh, what have I done? Lipusa, pousing. Done P, haven't I? Done all these letters along here, in theory. Rousing. Doesn't seem like it's that. A U. So let's go back. We did the P's, didn't I? Unlikely. Lisso. Sotzing. I mean, I guess some people are very good at doing these mentally. I'm not. I'm going a bit quick now, so there's every chance I'm missing an answer if I am there. What about lid? Dorsing, dousing. I've done dousing, dorsing. I'm going to go quick again. Forcing, fousing, forcing, poosing. Goosing. Breed of cattle. Prowling. Howling. Housing. Sorry. Gousing. Goosing. Gorsing. Horsing. Horsing. Don't like that. Don't really like that. Don't like that. Little horsing. Z. X. Okay, so now I've gone through the whole alphabet with my quick version again, which has now got me back to thinking, well, I don't know. My brain is struggling to hold onto a down clue, think of type of cattle, and think of a word for prowling. I would hope it's not Q, I know that. And we ended up to get D. I'm just going to actually just say we got the D, we got the G, we got everything but J. I think we've got everything but J, Q and W. Ooh, prowling, dousing, limb. Housing. So what would that be? Rousing, if that was a W, which I don't think it is, but if it was, wowsing, rousing. Rousing and prowling aren't very synonymous. tousing, pousing, lousing, losing, casing, housing, 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 nousing, mousing. I don't think it's a W, would be my conclusion there. Am I going to sit here and do this for a while longer? I'm going to bore the video into the submission. I don't like being defeated particularly. Prowling is... what's the word for prowling? I'm going to have a sip tea, excuse me. I'm just observing that I'm 45 minutes into this solve and I brought up a nice hot cup of tea when I started this, and now yeah, it's kind of tepid. Did I do tea? I sure did tea. Tossing, prowling, tossing. Doxing, liduxing, gee, did I do G's? Gousing, gorsing, gotsing. Gossing, large one. Prowling. Well, I've reached my end actually. I mean, it's 46 minutes. I'm just wasting time here, really. I'm not going to get this. I've been through most of the alphabet. I haven't done it extensively to come up with words, so I'm going to stick in you and find out what it is. Oh, flippin' heck. Really? I think I said limousine very early on. Well, not early on, but probably about 20 minutes ago. Which I think I kind of knew that was a breed of cattle, but prowling for mousing. I am somewhat annoyed about that, if I'm honest, but there you go. 47 minutes completed. I'll rip through the clues. So, creeper following Oscar. So we've got O for Oscar, and we've got a creeper, which is a vine, which is a creeper, and sheep-like is ovine. Fellow mariners initially hand over navigation device. So it's so long ago since I looked at the clue, I've got to remind myself what's going on. So navigation device is obviously a compass. Mariner's initial is an M. And pass over, if you pass something to someone, you hand it over to them. Fellow, co. Fellow mariners are a company, but then mariners initially doesn't really work. So I'm not quite sure what co is for fellow. That's a bit of a weird one. This one, clever clogs is know-all, although I know it's a know-it-all, so that's a bit of a frustration. Not a boring thing we hear, so we've got to sound like all of know-all. So all AWL is one of those things, tools that you use to make a whole. Know-all. Okay, simple anagram here of EFIT with an H in it, so it's catching the H. organisers telling us to anagram it, and a thief is a criminal. Fair enough. Unknown is why. The Parisian version of is est, s, ile, eh. Ready to play, so anagram of ready. I think I did say to play as an anagram when I first looked at that clue. And obviously the Beatles song is the infamous Yesterday. Black is a B, ducks is 00, so in cricket a duck is a 0 score, so 0-0. And to show disapproval is to boo. Peripherally, uncover, so we've got the U and the R from uncover, the peripheral letters of that, and then new is an N, and that gives us a vase, which is an urn. If you brown something, you're toasting it, and a cut of meat is a rack, so you've got, I think, a rack of lamb or a rack of ribs or something, and the toast rack is on the breakfast table. So we've got university business graduate, so university MBA is business graduate, something like Master of Business Administration, I think it is. On means put that after a variable. The variable here is Z, and program of exercises is Zumba. So again, we've got another good modern clue there. Times are allowing more modern stuff in now, so it's interesting to see setters incorporate that into their solves. Although last week's when we had Julian Assange, David Letterman, and Taylor Swift, and maybe Blur, wasn't so welcomed. French country residence. So French country residence is a chateau. We've got gas, which is to have a chat, so we're on a gas, we're on a chat, and water there, so water in France is known as eau. Partly is saying there's a hidden word, and we've got earache in here, a cheeky, and a complaint is, earache is a complaint. The in Italian is il, so in California rejected, so California rejected is CAL backwards. And a shade, lilac is a shade. Fair enough. Coniferous tree with rascal on stump, so monkey puzzle tree is coniferous tree, and a rascal is a monkey, and if you're stumped you're puzzled about something. Breed of cattle, so Limousin is a breed of cattle, he said in a very despairing kind of begrudging kind of voice. I think I've seen that word somewhere in the dim and distant past, so I probably said it at least 20 minutes ago. Large is L, 1 is I, and then the set is giving us mousing, being a synonym for prowling, and then because we've got an apostrophe and telling us to take off the G from prowling, we take off the G from mousing. I'm very not happy about that, if I'm honest. Great is mega, and a match is a game, so switching over halfway, so you take the first two letters of game and you put them after the last two letters, so you get mega. Clever clue, hard to understand when I looked at it. Climbed peak in Scotland, so climbed is scaled. A peak in Scotland is a scar, Scarfell Pike is in England. Up north, so towards Scotland, so I can see scar being a word for a peak in Scotland. Then roughly showed the way is lead. I don't know why roughly is really needed in that clue. Showed the way is lead really. So yeah, that little top corner was not much fun. Gemstone, amethyst is a gemstone, in the morning is AM. They misled is an anagram of they, ETHY, and then mislaid, so mislaid is saying anagram they, and on a street is ST, fair enough. Appreciated is tar, thank you, tar, and Greek character, I guess that's pronounced xi. I always say, when I go through the alphabet, I say xi, but xi, and obviously a taxi is a vehicle. Horse, that's another blooming animal needed here, is a Suffolk punch. Type of horse. Somewhere in East Anglia, so East Anglia is composed of Norfolk and Suffolk. So Suffolk, and striking power is a punch, and I think punch is known as kind of horses can. There's also a bunch of breeds of horses which are punches. Like this one, even though I'm not a fan of double defs, access, transport, entrance, or an entrance and entrance. So you can see entrance is a access, and transport in this sense is to you entrance someone, you transport them to a different dimension, shall we say. Boldly is brazenly, support is a bra, religious school is Zen, and Londonderry's outskirts is LY, so the L and the Y from Londonderry, the outskirt letters. Cunning old monarch. Oh, okay. Yes, cunning is arch, and the old monarch is ER, and a Sagittarius is an archer. So Sagittarius in the zodiac is the sign of the archer. Arch, good word for cunning, comes up occasionally. A spot is a mark. Mike is M, so in the NATO phonetic alphabet, M is Mike. It's not just a random abbreviation, and a rescue boat is an ark. And finally, clever student in Lincoln. So we've got student is an L going into Abraham Lincoln. Abe gives us clever is able. So there we go, all done in just 47 minutes. I think I got to the point where I actually put no all in about 18 minutes into that. I can't remember, one of those, or something, no, or toast rack somewhere. I was about 18 minutes and then spent 20 odd minutes doing that. So comes in my that wasn't much fun day, but 47 minutes all done. Hope that helped you out if you had a go at it. Thank you for watching.